Alright, Ninjas, so in less than 12 hours time, we are going to be getting the new End of Month banner featuring Noitora, Nelliel, and also Zabro. And as always, before the banner does drop, we are here to highlight some of the value this banner has. And in this case, the banner offers almost no value. This is one of the few times where I recommend just everyone skip. Usually I'd say, you know, if you're a new account, maybe do 5 steps. If you want to do the discounts, maybe it's worth doing. But in this case, I don't even recommend doing the discounts. That's how shockingly bad, in my opinion, this banner actually is. And I guess there's some value here, but it's nothing super crazy. Funny enough, the fillers only feature visored characters. But usually the main reason why you are going to be summoning on banners is the 3 new banner characters. And in this case, 2 of the 3 banner characters are easily skippable and you don't need at all unless you're a fan of the characters. As always, if you are summoning for your favorite character, Noitora, Nelliel, or Zabro, it's understandable. Do what you have to do. But I would recommend maybe summoning on the individuals instead. Because Noritora's will be available from the 12th to the 18th. That's his particular banner. Again, don't recommend it. Zabro will be featured from the 18th to the 24th, and one notable day here is that on the 23rd, we are going to get the teaser of the 8th anniversary. Now, usually those teasers don't outright tell us who the character will be, but considering the limited number of options of who can be an anniversary character, it might be a dead giveaway this year. And then last, we have Nelliel from the 24th to the 30th, so that means that while this banner is out, we're going to know what the end of month banner will be, and that, of course, should be the swimsuit banner. Now, in my opinion, the only character really worth talking about and summoning on is this particular Nelliel. She's really good. And I feel like because the other 2 characters are so bad, it's kind of bringing her down in a way. At least the public reception of this character. But generally, Nelliel's a great character. And the great thing about her is that her banner will be here while we see what end of month is going to be. And at the same time, we would have already seen what the potential anniversary teaser will be. So lucky for us, the one that is actually worth summoning on. The banner itself really isn't the greatest, but it is at the end of the month. So that means you have potentially 24 days to save. And you could potentially even wait to see what end of month is going to be, which is, I guess, nice on Caleb's part. But having a look at the actual characters, why is Nelliel the best of the 3? Well, it's best to look at her. She is a super links or farmer, so by using her in your team or in a co-op lobby, you're getting 5 additional super links or potions. But unfortunately, and that's the only bad thing about her, keep in mind, is that she only increases super links or potions. She does increase the amount of normal links or potions you do get, and that's kind of unfortunate. But other than that, she is quite an exceptional character with Frenzy +2, more damage to weakened enemies by 40%. Damage output really isn't going to be an issue for her, but then she also has Marauder. She has Havoc +20%. She can hit hidden enemies. She has an increased chance to inflict stat ailments, which is weakening. That's again great for IT. She wants to be used in IT. She's going to be constantly inflicting stat ailments. She can heal your team every time you enter another map. And I guess it is worth noting she is the first farming character to have complete status immunity. So obviously we are going to probably get better characters in the future that also have, you know, better skills, but also immunities. But it is something worth noting is that she is going to be the first farming character to have that, you know, uniqueness, I guess. Because every other farming character before her maybe only has 1 immunity, for example. The power attribute definitely does need more characters like this. They are lacking compared to some of the attributes. It doesn't feel like that because we have someone like Yamamoto in the attribute. But ultimately, there isn't that many other great options. And Nelliel is going to fit into the power attribute quite nicely. Definitely a top 4 power character, maybe even debatable top 2. Nelliel overall is a great character, held back by the fact that she does increase the normal links or potions. But other than that, great damage output, good survivability, can support your team, is going to be great in IT, and also can get more super links or potions. But unfortunately, those compliments stop there because our next character is Zabro, a Heart of ARRANCAR Spada with a human kill ability. Now, human killer it's probably one of the worst killers you could have. For an end of month character, you don't really want to see that, and usually when it comes to your favorite characters getting added to the game, the last thing you want to see is them have human killer. There will, of course, be a quest eventually that he's pretty ideal in, but usually you don't come across that many humans. Other than that, though, this character is very similar to CN. If you played through CN, Zabro is going to play very similar, which I think is kind of cool because CN is a clone of Zabro. So it's kind of cool to see them both very similar in design, and by that I mean most of the damage output is going to come from inflicting stat ailments. With Frenzy +1 and a 40% Berserker, that's all he's got. But once you do inflict a stat ailment, you're essentially doing around 120% more damage, 40% more damage to poison enemies, 40% to enemies afflicted by an ailment, which he can give to your team, so he's actually a pretty good buffer for someone like CN, for example. And then also 40% more damage to lash-rated enemies, which in his case is a sort trait that he can share to other hard characters. And that's basically about it. He just wants to inflict stat ailments. Every 5 seconds, he has a 12% chance to inflict a stat ailment on any given enemy. But with an okay strong attack here, this really isn't anything super amazing. I would rather just bring a character that has more consistent damage. In fact, weirdly enough, I think I would rather bring Cien, for example. This Zabro can definitely be used in content, but he is going to be very forgettable. Most people won't need him, and he's not going to do much for your account if you do actually pull him. And unfortunately, the same can be said for this Noitora. A technique ARRANCAR Espada with the ARRANCAR kill ability, and in his case, he's only designed to be used in Guild Quest, and that's where he's really going to shine, but even then, it's nothing super crazy. Damage output, he has Flurry +1, a 50% bruiser, plus an additional 20% to other technique ARRANCARs. He does more range damage, has more killer effect, which also gets increased further in Guild Quests, and he does more damage to weakened enemies. But that's about it. Unfortunately, he is lacking guard breaks, so you're never really going to take him outside of Guild Quests. He is a 20% DR sultry, so he might be a decent link for future technique characters in Brave Battles. But at the same time, while it's true he will be doing a lot of damage in Guild Quest and would make for a good side, the ARRANCAR week has a lot of great nukers that you don't even need Noitora. I'm sure there are going to be some people out there that will use him, but in my opinion, for an end of month character, you expect more than just a NAD Guild Quest character. That's something they do for mid-months. And that's basically the 3 banner characters. Again, Nelliel is a great character in my opinion, and has some good value since she is a super Linkster character. But Noitora and Zabro are very forgettable, and sure, if you're a new account, they might help you if you do pull them, but they'll be quickly replaced in the future when you just get a better character, and there are plenty out there. As for the other characters though, Rose is a crystal and coin farmer. As a soldier, he does increase the amount of speed links or potions you can get, so he might not be a character you use much, but he's definitely good to have on your team, or as a link just to get overall more items. Love is basically an arena character, really good in arena. Shinji is overall a great NAD character, can be used in multiple weeks of Guild Quest thanks to good crowd control and also boost SA2, which does include the booster skill, so you're actually getting a 43% attack, focus, and defense increase instead of the usual 33%. Lisa is quite outdated, but she is a Linkstop farmer. If you want to use Lisa to farm Linkstop potions, she might be a good character to pick up. White Ichigo, cool design, but he himself is a melee NAD character with guard breaks, so you can use him outside of Guild Quests, but he's mainly going to be used in the melee no Felician Guild Quest and maybe a few Senkamu stages. Shinji is a technique character with Super Killer, lacking on the damage, lacking on the skills. Many ones more going to be just seen in Senkamu content. So as you can see here, the banner, yeah, it's mid in my opinion. Usually I would recommend doing the first few steps, maybe go to step 5 if the banner characters are really good. But in this case, as mentioned, 2 of the 3 banner characters are quite forgettable, easily skippable, so I wouldn't recommend summoning on the main banner. And if you really want Nelliel, I would recommend going on her individual. It overall gives you the best chance to get her, but the timing is also greater since we know what end of month is going to be, and we'll also have our first hint of the 8th anniversary. This, of course, is a banner that you want to skip, and whatever orbs you're tempted to summon on here, I would recommend maybe just do it on the swimsuit banner next month, or of course the 8th anniversary, which is less than now 2 months away. I of course will be doing 2 steps tomorrow, but that's only because I spend money on this game. Other than that, I wouldn't even do the discount. Let me know though if anyone's actually interested in summoning on these characters. I'm kind of curious to know. I assume most people are going to be going for Nelliel. If you are crazy enough to summon on this banner though, good luck. Hopefully you can get what you want in a short amount of steps, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.